Hello, students. This is a kind of an intro to the Drafting 2010 Engineering Graphics course. Some of you are taking this course as an elective within the drafting program, and some of you are taking it as an elective from another program, such as, I don't know, industrial maintenance or CNC or welding or electrical computer engineering. So you may be taking it as an elective. It's an introductory overview class. So it covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in my drafting degree, but it does not go very deep. So what it will do is give you the skills to work in AutoCAD, to be able to draw things, edit things, print things, such as that. And it gives into a little bit of an explanation of how we do things in the drafting world. By no means will it prepare you for a job as a drafter, but it will give you the ability to work with a CAD file in a limited amount. So the course is listed as a hybrid. There is no weekly, set day or time that the class meets because everything is done online through Blackboard. There are weekly in-class assignments that you will be doing anytime that the lab is open. Okay, so that's how the course works. Everything is through Blackboard. The lab hours are listed in the syllabus. I have two lab tutors that work in the lab, and they are both graduates of the drafting program, so they're knowledgeable and answer your questions. So if you need help, feel free to contact them or ask them about stuff. If you're in the lab. So let's talk about Blackboard. This may be your first drafting class. It may be your first semester at Chatt-Tech. I don't know. If you're one of my drafting students and have taken one or more of my drafting classes, there's not going to be much new in this video for you. But if you're new to the course or new to the program, then yeah, you need to hear what we're going to say. So when you come into Blackboard and you come into the course, the Start Here page, there's the syllabus graded activity. Must be completed by the first Saturday in the semester, or you will be dropped from the class. Okay. Here is information on the software. The syllabus tells you what software you need and the version. In this class, we will be using AutoCAD. So you will need to download AutoCAD and Autodesk Design Review. Those are the two softwares that you're going to use. So I would like for you to watch this video from Autodesk. It explains how to create an Autodesk account, confirm your eligibility, so that you can download a student license for your software. Even if you have downloaded software in the past, watch this because now you have to confirm your eligibility by sending them documentation that you are indeed a student. Okay, so watch the video, then download and open this document, and it will show you step by step how to install the software. You only need the software that the syllabus tells you to get, and be sure to get the version of the software stated in the syllabus. Do not get the latest version unless that's what the syllabus calls for. Okay, because if you do, I will not be able to open your files when you turn them in. So you must get the current version of the software that we're using in the lab. All right, and let's see. The syllabus is located here. Technology requirements, if you need to buy a new computer, that's listed there, along with some other information. In this course, you will be doing some hand drafting for your in-class assignments, so you will need to beg, borrow some hand drafting equipment, and so that's a list of what you will need there. Instructor, there's my email, my phone number, my office location. it is best to contact me by email. I am not in my office at all times, so you may call and leave a message, and then I'll just email you back more than likely, okay? Because I don't just sit in my office by the phone waiting on people to call me. Okay, announcements. Anytime a new announcement that I have to make, the bulk of them will go here. This one is about the no-show activity, and they will show up on the home page right here also once the class starts. Class hasn't started yet, so nothing is showing, but announcements go there. Once the course starts, again, all of the due dates for the assignments will be listed here on the calendar. If you click on an assignment here, it will take you to the assignment, but you're going to miss all of the information leading up to that. So do not use the calendar to get to your assignments. Just use it to check what due dates are. And that comes in the Lessons tab here. Things are in your class are divided by units, okay? And those are usually, 1 to 2 weeks, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. It just all depends on how the textbook you are using is organized and how I put the class together. So things are organized here by week. So this gives you an overview of what is going on. Okay, this particular class is using an SDC textbook that has video tutorials that go along with it and some files that you will need. So if you buy a used textbook for this class, you will have to figure out how to get that information from the publisher. Sorry, that's just the way the textbook industry works. Okay, so you need to buy a new version of the textbook. And you need to get your software installed. Okay. It's important that you include your last name when you save a file to turn it in. When I download files from Blackboard, it adds a whole bunch of other stuff to the file name that you assigned it, mostly being like the course number, the course name, the date, the time, your 900 number, and then some other stuff. So I have this huge file name, and unless you put your last name in the file name, I don't know whose it is without looking further and further. Okay, so this gives you an overview. This also tells you that week 1, there is no in-class assignment this week. Okay, that starts in week 2. All right, chapter 1, this right here is a quiz. Quizzes, spelling must be accurate, exactly like it is shown in the textbook. So when you open up a quiz, it'll give you a description. Click to launch. It'll tell you here if there's a time limit, if you have multiple chances to submit, that kind of information, all right here again. All right, so first question here. Name 3 terms are used to describe creation technical drawings. There are 3 words that are separated by commas, okay? So it's a 3-word answer, a multiple choice question. Here is a 2-word answer that has a slash between them in the textbook. So you don't have to put in the slash, you don't have to put in the commas or punctuation. You just type in the actual words. Okay, let's see if there's any others here. A true, false, multiple choice, those are easy. Here's a matching. Okay. Okay, and then you answer the questions. They should save automatically. You get down to the end, save and submit. All right, so I'm going to back out of this. Once we start drawing, which will looks like it will be in week, let's see, chapter 2 is another quiz. There's a view exercise here on matching shapes and orthographics. Week 2 in class, when you come in for an in-class assignment, sign into the lab, ask the lab tutor for the handout for that week, and then they will give you whatever it is that you need, okay? And then that may be all the explanation you have for the assignment, or there may be something here in Blackboard. In this case, there is a video that explains how to do the assignment. Feel free to read and watch anything that's included for an in-class before you come. That way you're a little bit better prepared for what you're going to be doing, but you need to be in the lab to do the actual work, okay? And in particular, this class, I will have printed copies of these pages for you to do your work on, so you do not have to tear the pages out of your textbook. Okay, it just makes it easier to do them on the printed copies. Okay, let's see. All right. Once you have turned in things, you can go to the My Grades, and it will show you your grade. Okay, if you have started something but have not submitted it, it'll give you a little blue wheel. Okay, if it's a quiz, it will grade it automatically. If it's a Dropbox, which is where you would submit a CAD drawing, I need to go back and show you that, I suppose. It will give you a yellow circle over here after you have submitted something. After I have graded it, you can click on it or here in the My Grade book, or you can go back to it after the due date, and you can see any comments that I made on your submission. Oftentimes I will send you a CAD file back or a PDF back or something with corrections and things that I marked wrong and instruction on how to do things different and better. So it's imperative that you look back at the work that you have turned in after I have graded it to see where you're doing and how you're doing with things, okay? All of the quizzes, okay, after the due date, you can go back into the quiz and look at it, excuse me, and you can see the correct answers. Okay, but that's after the due date that you can do that. Okay, let's go back and look at a Dropbox. Oh, I don't have any open yet. I'll have to exit out of the preview to show you that. I'll do that momentarily. Okay, I did my grades. Okay, we use Drafting WebEx as a video conferencing platform. So when the lab tutors are in the lab, they or I will be on WebEx, so you can log in and ask questions. You can do so just with audio, or you can do video, either one. We use WebEx so that if you're having problems with a software issue, then you can show me what your problem is, and I can show you how to correct, your problem. So that's the best way for us to do that. So like I said, the tutors will be online pretty much the entire time that the lab is open. I'll be online when I'm, available, especially during office hours for sure. And if neither of those work out for you, or you find that we're not online because maybe we've timed out, you can send me an email and make an appointment, and then I will get back with you just as soon as I can, and we can set up an appointment to do that. So let me exit out of the preview here. And show you a Dropbox. Now this screen looks different than your screen because I'm on the instructor side of the program. Okay. All right, so here's a Dropbox right here. And this tells you to complete this particular exercise on this particular page, following the instructions in the video tutorial that the textbook mentions. Okay, and it says save it as your last name. don't use last name, but put your last name. If your name is, John Doe, put Doe exercise 4.1. Okay, so to submit work in a Dropbox, you'll come here. If you want to tell me something about your submission, about your work, you'll write it here under the text submission. To send your CAD file, you'll click on Browse Local File, and you will upload your CAD file to submit that, and then you'll submit it here. Okay. So that was how that works. And all of my instructional videos are on YouTube, and they are organized in playlist by the course name. Okay, so all the ones pertaining to this course will be in a playlist called Drafting 2010. Okay, and there might be a year, like the year 2020 or something like that, on, because I change them every so often because the software changes. Okay, but you can watch it here embedded, or you can click, watch on YouTube, or open it to share it. The problem with in watching it in Blackboard is you cannot maximize the screen. So if you go to YouTube to watch it on a different monitor, you can maximize it. You can watch it and then pause it, do the work, and come back and start the video again. Okay, let's talk about file types real quickly. When you're doing work with AutoCAD, a normal drawing file is called a DWG file. Okay, that's what you're going to turn into me. That's what I grade. That's what we work with. You're going to notice this. It's a BAK file, which is a backup. Do not send me a backup file. I cannot open your backup files. Okay, so you just get a 0 because you sent me the wrong file. Okay, this is a template. It's a AutoCAD template file, or the suffix is a DWT file type. Do not send me a DWT file unless I specifically ask for one. Okay, I don't want your templates. And when you open a template to work, when you save it, be sure and save it as a drawing file. Okay, let's see. Here, you may see some of these. It's a DWF file or a DWF file, and this is it's like a PDF for CAD. Okay, so it's viewed through the Autodesk Design Review program, which the instructions for downloading that is with the other stuff, and it's the only thing that will open these DWF files. So if there are any of those in the assignments for Blackboard, you will need that to open it. Okay, and that covers file types. That pretty much gives you an overview of the course, what we're doing in here. If you have questions about anything, feel free to contact me. WebEx, email, in an online environment. It's up to you, the student, to reach out to me to get assistance. If there's something you don't understand, you got to ask questions. Okay, so I don't know where you're having problems. I try to be as clear as I possibly can in my assignments and in the videos. So reach out to me when you need help. Okay, and let's see, the lab. Okay, the lab, you will be coming in to do your in-class assignments, but you are welcome to come into the lab and work anytime the lab is open. Some people find that since the lab is quiet, there's no distractions, there's no interruptions, that they're able to get a lot more work done by coming into the lab to work. So feel free to do that. That is, that's what it's there for, to help you get through the program. And that's all for the intro video. If you've got questions, come see us or send us an email, okay?